and welcome to episode 3, week 3 of Lane by Lane. I am your host, Brent Raz Muhammad, and there's a lot to talk about. I know that with 30 minutes going into the show, the start of the week, first round robin is just about to be over. And we have a lot of stories. We have 100 Thieves looking great, C9 back in action. IMT and TSM definitely need to get things going. And speaking of TSM, I feel like there's a bet that needs paying up. Let's bring up the guests. Let's see him. It's Crumb Z, Mark Z, and Freak Z. What's up?
It's me! You got my name wrong.
What's up, Mark? This is the first time on the show. How are you feeling?
And
what's the update on the bet?
So, I'm going to do a Lux cosplay. That was the resolution. Azael has an outstanding bet. He's going to pay up as Ezreal. So, we're going to tag team it up, Lux and Ezreal. I don't know when that's going to happen. No idea on the timetable of that, and we'll have to see.
So I'd like to say something because I'm here representing the people's title.
The champion.
I'm only here because the fans voted me, and so did Kobe. That is why I'm here. But I'd like to also just put the fans' attention toward Mark right now, who said he thought this would be the last time. Let's make sure it's not the last time for him, folks. Let's make sure he wins and he comes back here to defend his title.
They said if I got last place, I wasn't going to be invited back on Lane by Lane. And Twitch chat, you have the power to decide if you like me or not, if you give me any of those extra points.
All right, let's check out the rules then. For those of you that haven't seen the show recently, a few new rules of Lane by Lane. First of all, if people at home, you can vote. You can vote for who you think is the best, has the best answer, which will award them extra gold. And second, a little later on, I will be awarding one of those contestants with a power-up based on your votes. So there's a lot that you can use here. In the second half of the show, you can use either of the power-ups. We've already seen a few already. So are you guys ready?
Yeah.
Let's get to it.
Mark isn't.
Never.
Mark, you better be ready.
He's not. He's never ready for anything.
Wait a
He
second.
wings it at all times. That's why he's so
I'm
bad at
just
everything he
going
does.
to shout the first thing that comes to my mouth out of this
All
question.
right, there we go.
Yeah.
You are already being hazed. Okay, first things first. Which LCS team will be the next to get a perfect game?
100 Thieves. Oh,
All right, that was instant.
I mean, Mark said he was going first and I still beat him. What more evidence do you need that I am
Slow
better
brain.
than him? Yes, he has a slow brain. 100 Thieves. I mean, let's think about the fact that they're the best team in the LCS. What else do you mean to say?
Cloud9 already did it once. They're going to do it.
Whoa.
Oh, no, my answer. Did you hear me?
I take it. I'll take
We heard
Cloud9.
you, we heard you. You know what? We'll give you
It's
points off
Cloud9.
that one.
They already did it once. They're going to do it again. You have a track record of success with Cloud9. 100 Thieves looks good, but they haven't done it yet. Cloud9 has. I think that's the better answer. You can go with the team that's already proven that they can perfect game.
I'm going with the team that I made the bet with. I'm going TSM, baby. I'm riding the TSM hype train all the way to the moon or into the dumpster. I don't know exactly where it's going, but I'm on with it. I think that they have such a good playstyle for trying to perfect game. So if PoE is playing one of his control mages to get ahead, I actually think that they can. It's just if they keep picking the Lucian, maybe a little less likely to get a perfect game.
So you realize that getting a perfect game requires no one dying. This team has Huni on it.
Blink twice if you're being held hostage, Mark.
A team with Huni is never getting a perfect game. Like, you know that, right?
I feel like the people out
That's
there.
actually impossible.
I feel like the people out there have already counted how many times he's blinked on that one.
Held multiple times.
Mark, I love that first question. Problem is, you kind of kneecapped yourself multiple times in your own defense. Do you understand what the show's about?
Nope. He's trying to lose. He's trying to lose on purpose. He doesn't want to come back. We got to get him the dub. The fans need to get Mark to the
Mark
top.
needs to take the hint and stop showing up to work.
Oh my God!
I'll see you guys later.
Wait a second. Well, we need to.
I liked you more when you were lying on
You
the
know
floor
what?
yesterday.
We need to stop
last
the
week.
bullying out there. So we're gonna freeze Freak just a little bit, just to cool him down and let Mark breathe. Second question. Let's get this one going. Who is the most impressive rookie in the LCS so far?
Jenkins!
Danny,
Mark got it first. We got to go.
What? Jenkins is way better than any of these 80 carries who come in. They get to play with a bot laner who's already got way more experience than them. How hard is it to come in next to some of these people and start performing well, whether you're coming in next to Vulcan? Jenkins came in for the second MVP candidate and has been able to perform well on the GP. He had an incredible performance. And then also on the Akali, he was the single reason that they won that game. He popped off so hard in their most recent win.
I don't want to put Jenkins down, but you're coming into a roster that has Core JJ, Jensen, Santorin, and Tactical. you're set up for success. Danny has come into EG. The man finished high school last week. All right? You cannot get a more rookie player than this guy, and he's showing off. He's a AD carry that you want to see go aggressive. He's pulling off carries. He's carrying games for EG. There's veterans on EG, and he looks like the best player on this team. It's got to be Danny.
Crumb's getting emotional here for a reason. I
am.
can already see the tears coming out. Okay, go
All
Freak.
right, Raz, I'm curious how I'm actually going to time you out for this one because based on the wording of the question, the most impressive rookie in the LCO so far is Bjergsen back when he joined TSM in 2014. He was a rookie when he did it.
Take him
and
away. Take him away. Take him away.
I already just got
Can you
out
get
of
eliminated
freeze. I
from the
already
show
got off
already?
of freezing you, so I'm going to freeze you once again. You can't do this. Like, I am pretty lenient when it comes to the wording, but you can't just put in Bjergsen. When the... It literally... no, it's not happening. It's not happening. In fact,
I like how you checked yourself for saying, like, did I mess up? No, Freak's just obnoxious.
it's a little bit
When
much.
he joined the LCS,
He's
he
back
was a
at it
rookie.
again?
You didn't say of 2021. You said the most impressive rookie of the LCS so far. That implies across
It's a
time.
broken record. It's a broken record. It's just keep
The one
reminding
either
thing
way,
me.
you're
I
just
like,
keep
Freak,
saying
of
it.
all of this is the persistence of getting blocked out, frozen, and then coming with the same damn answer and continuing to defend yourself.
You hate me because I'm right.
I'll give you 300 points just for that, but
Thank
we
you.
definitely have to move on to the next
Still
one.
more than Mark.
Oh my,
No.
no, you're less.
No, it's
Now,
not true.
you know what?
Yeah.
Don't do math on
You're
air.
losing points for math. How is that possible? You're literally Mr. Statistics, Freak.
I was off. It was off camera. I couldn't see
Okay,
it.
all right. Third question here. Which LCS team has the clearest identity?
100 Thieves winning.
Wow, you just
Their
went right back
identity
to
of
it.
being the best team in the LCS. Here's the thing. They've got a destined to win MVP mid laner. The identity, by the way, is that they can do everything on Summoner's Rift. They will beat every team in the LCS. They will beat every team in the World Championship. They have every champion in the champion pool. For how many years has Summoner been playing Ornn for 100 Thieves, while also being able to play like the Jax and the Aatrox and the hard carries? For how many years has Huhi and FBI been an incredibly dominant bottom lane that can run Senna, Tahm Kench, and other random crap, or completely slaughter you in lane, or play hard late game with Kai'Sa and Xayah and all this kind of stuff? Their identity is being the best team in the LCS, being able to do everything. The Karma 1 trick went deathless on Akali 2 games in a row.
You gotta give me the same brand of coffee you're on, Freak, because I want some of what you're having. We had the same lunch, so I feel like the food that we got here is not it, because
I'm just
that
built
answer
different.
is also not it. The clearest identity is clearly evil geniuses.
No,
okay?
you stole
And
my
here's
answer.
why. Here's why, right? There is nothing more evil than winning all the way up until the point where you just throw the game in the most ridiculous fashion possible. That's what evil geniuses is all about, baby. Winning all the way. Oh, Tristana backdoors. Winning all the way. Just don't hit the Nexus. He forgot to win. He forgot. He was just telling him about how they were going to win. Evil geniuses is clearly the most clear identity out of all the LCS teams.
That's a damn
Freak.
good one, Mark. In fact, I remember the Team Liquid game where it was back and forth. They are Nexus tourists is what's happening here.
They love fighting in the Nexus. I don't know why. Crumb's definitely right. That's maybe the clearest play style identity. But in terms of actual identity, it's got to be CLG and disappointing their
Oh
fans.
my
I don't think
God.
anyone is more consistently able to execute on this game plan. I mean, it's a similar idea to what Freak said, but 100 Thieves hasn't always been the top team. Sometimes they're struggling. CLG, this is what they do, baby.
That was a golden answer. You know what?
Yeah, that was good.
Go with like your elo. Yeah.
Mark wants to win now. He's woken
Yep.
up.
Yeah, I know. Freak started firing shots. I felt them. I was like, oh, I got to get back in
He's
here.
You're
back in
welcome.
act.
I'm carrying you yet
This is
again
the
on the
adrenaline.
broadcast and various shows. Just keep
This
going.
is the adrenaline flowing through his body.
Yeah.
All right, guys, this is the power-up round. Mark Z, you haven't been here, but hopefully if you watched so you can get in tune. This is when the audience comes into play. The power-ups this time around, Crescendo. So, all it comes down to is you're gonna have some epic music in the background of the question of your choosing. When we come back from break and all of these things come through, it's gonna be a question that you decide. Don't int it away by not going for it. I'm gonna let you know when we're closing in on the end of the game. And you might get a few points based off of just, if you have a mediocre answer, now it's an epic mediocre answer.
What kind of
You like
song
that?
do we know it is? Like, what if I wanted a slow, sad
Too
song
much
for
information.
some-
I'll let you know when we
Okay.
get down to it. But you're already good brain on this one. Let's see if you end up getting it. We've seen the Doug duo. We've seen Demacia Vice. What is the next caster duo going to be?
I'm already it. The bakery, pastry time and crumbs. What do you mean?
Oh.
The names are so easy, baby.
There we
Pastry
go.
Time and Crumbs. We're just handing out the loaves left, right, and center.
I feel like I just want to punt. I'm like, wait, god damn it, he's right.
No. See, we coined it a bit last week. It'll show up a bit more. It's the first edition in mint condition. It's Freak and Kobe. We've been around casting League since its inception. We've been in the LCS since forever. The only OG LCS personalities or people in really any
There
way
we
at
go.
this
I like
point.
that.
And we're still in mint condition, by the way, still at the top of the game. I mean, it's honestly just realistic.
Who minted you? Who minted you? Or what is the authority that does
are you gonna smack talk mine and Kobe's parents?
No, I'm just asking
We've been
what
minted
you are
by
saying.
Mr. and Mrs. Turley.
My answer?
Mr.
Crumbs,
Mrs.
remember, we're
Hartman
closing in on
Kensler.
Father's Day. If you don't mess with the parents.
Yeah.
Don't insult parents.
Don't smack.
Don't mess with the parents.
All right, I won't
You
do
got
that.
15 seconds timeout. You're gonna come back and think about that one later. You're grounded. All right.
All right, well, he's grounded. Here's my answer. It's the one that no one wants. It's Dash and I together. We
No,
are
no
the
one
second
wants it.
choice. That is the next duo. We did one cast back in the day, like 3 years ago, with Jat. It was this like B-stream game that was last game of the regular season between two teams who were already eliminated, and it was great. I think everyone loved it. It was like Echo Fox.
Hey, I was in that. That was
yeah,
the duo.
you and Jat were
That
there.
was
I'm saying
not a duo.
we just cut out the unneeded parts and we just keep with Dash and I.
Raz, why do you give Mark
no.
points when his answer is terrible? You gave me negative points for Bjergsen, which is clearly not the right answer.
Yes!
You give this guy tied for crumbs because he said some dumb
Mark
stuff.
Z's
Yeah.
been consistently getting points, but you literally didn't have one based off of a bad answer.
It's the next caster duo. You guys are already duos. Dash and I are up and coming.
Wait, but you already cast
I
together.
gotta say,
Yeah.
Freak, though, I already christened you guys with a nice name, you and Kobe.
Yeah,
The
what
Ancients.
was that?
Old as hell.
Yeah, great.
Yep.
The mummy.
I don't want to defend that, all right? I'd rather be a legend.
All right, guys, this time around, look, I'm liking the answers. This is probably, just take a look at the audience
It's gotta
board.
be Mark.
The audience so
Yeah.
far has been edging
Hey, I got
towards
more than
Mark
crumbs.
Z. This is not the final
Hey.
vote. Remember, this is not the
I
final
cast
vote.
them away. The fans need to be right, and they are
Yeah.
just clearly knowing who needs to win this. Mark deserves this.
Oh,
I
my
also
God.
wonder how much of those votes are just people spamming Mark Z hold it in, which is usually what I always see in Twitch chat. They might not actually be voting
Holding
for me.
what?
I feel like there's a lot of collusion, and do not finish that sentence, Crumbs. We're tossing it to a quick break, but when we do come back, one of these not-so gentlemen will be crowned lane-by-lane champion. See you on the other side.
It's going to be me.
All right, welcome back, everybody. Welcome back.
Thanks.
Wait, did you just say thanks?
Yeah, I feel welcome.
Hey, thanks.
You said everybody.
I didn't
You
expect
just say
that.
the
I
internet.
definitely didn't expect that. You'll get a few points, and that's
Thanks,
gonna.
man.
He interrupted
Raz.
the host, and that gets points. Like this
Crumbs,
this
you're interrupting
game.
him.
Calm
Shut up.
down,
Raz,
calm
you
down,
talk.
calm down.
Raz.
Just as an update for everybody, here's the leaderboards as both Mark Z and Crumbs are tied neck and neck, 2,300 points as Freak. Just he got a few points off his initial one, and also keeping charge. Let's take a look at the vote.
Let's go. Still me.
Mark Z ends up winning Crescendo. Just as a reminder, Mark, epic music in the background of any choice of your choosing, any question of your choosing, I've got to say. So
Okay.
just don't forget it. If you find a good question for it,
I think I'll probably ease off the gas a little bit, let the other people go first, so I can start vibing out if this is like the answer for the song.
I hope it's anime
I
music.
like this. I like this.
Start with
Strong
some weed.
anime
Yeah.
intro.
all I'm saying is, don't let a good answer go away. If you find an answer, here's the first question of the second half of the show. What's the next matchup that will go to 50 minutes?
Golden Guardians versus Immortals.
There it is. Give
There
it to
you
me.
go.
Explain.
Golden Guardians versus Immortals. So first of all, this was the original matchup back in Spring Split where it was like triple inhibitor, double Nexus turrets down, and Golden Guardians just sat around for like 50 minutes, like waiting to end the game until they got like their fourth Baron and third Elder Dragon. Like neither of these teams has great late game shot calling, so you know if either one gets a decisive lead, it's not gonna end the game out, right? You're gonna keep it going for a while and a while and a while. Think back to all like the 7-minute fiestas you have played. Have they ever been top team versus top team? Like SKT Rocks were still like 40-minute games at the most, right? 50 minutes is always when the teams have mistakes to clean up, and who else has bigger mistakes to clean up than Golden Guardians and
There it
Immortals?
is.
I'm gonna
Honesty.
need you to throw me a bone here, Raz.
Oh.
What are the matchups?
I was
all
about
the
to say the
matchups
same
available? I know a few, but
I'm not working. I'm not on the main
All
broadcast
All I'm
today. I don't
saying
know what
is
games
it could
are
be
on.
Talk to me,
literally
talk to
any
me.
team matchup for the rest of the split.
I'll say CLG EG then, because they just played last weekend in 2 of the longest games that happened. There's the EGTL one that was back and forth. We're talking about Nexus gamers. That's always EG, finding ways to prolong the game. And CLG themselves often take part in these long games. I mean, like Freak was talking about last split, a lot of those were CLG games as well. So I'm going CLG EG. I don't know the next time they play, but that's my answer.
I got a classic one right there. Off of Mark's inspiration, CLG Dignitas. Because here's what happens. Dignitas, half the time, forgets they have to be active to win the game. So they won't do anything. CLG will get ahead early, but then struggle to close and be very nervous about throwing because these wins really matter.
If CLG gets ahead early, Darda's going to like sprint it down the jungle and end the game early.
No. How many games do the face a team where they just do nothing? They just do nothing.
I was about to say.
Does nothing. Hang on. Have you guys watched Sprig Split? How many games has Dignitas just stood there loitering?
I feel like you two are arguing,
Sprig.
and I'm just like sinking into
Freak,
the
I want to hear your
like,
rebuttal.
My rebuttal is the fact that, like, did you watch how Spring Split ended for Dignitas? The games got faster and faster and faster because they lost all their cohesion.
Not all of them. What? They had games where, yeah, they lost quickly, but they were inactive. That's the key thing. Dignitas just was inactive, while CLG is going to remain also inactive.
Crumbs.
And so when a rock meets an immovable object, they'll just stand there looking at each other in the mid lane, and no one will actually win.
What's going to happen is either going to get war control, but they're just going to go in for Dragon anyway and just fight, and then one's going to win,
Look,
the game's going to end.
Crumbs, I have a major problem with this. I feel like if you tell Neo or Fake God to just stand still, or Dardock to stand still, no, they're fighting. They're scrappy. That's why I'm giving you the least amount of points.
Clearly, someone hasn't been telling that to them then, because they have been standing still the whole time.
Well, here's the thing. You ain't getting my points. We're going to the
wait. Can I get someone else's points?
You're gonna get my
Take
freeze
Raz.
as I am timing you out for 15 seconds. Don't do that to me. There's only one person that delivers points, and the fans when they're involved. All right, I'll give them that. Next question on this docket: what is the greatest invention the world has ever seen?
I need my Crescendo.
Oh my God, you did it. Okay, all right, Crescendo time. It's Crescendo time. Here's the thing, D, you didn't know about this Crescendo. You have more options than you would expected, Mark Z. Take a look at the options here. Good morning infomercial music, epic movie trailer, or animated Wonderland.
I have no idea what the hell option 3 is compared to the other two, so I'm going with it. Let's find out what animated Wonderland means. I don't even know if it's gonna anime.
He went for animated Wonderland. Welcome to Disney. Go for it.
Oh, this is perfect. The greatest invention of all time is easily the internet. I mean, I just don't think there's anything else I can compare. You can argue that things might have advanced human faster, you know, or kept them alive better, like some sanitation things, but no one cares about that. We're talking about creativity, enjoyment, the day-to-day, cell phones, you got things flying around, you can talk to people in any part of the world at any drop of the hat. There's games you can play online, there's music, there's movies. We have just spent the last year indoors, and like, God, imagine what that was like without the internet. I am so happy that it got invented, and I don't think anything will ever come close again.
Okay, turn the music off. They are not getting the benefits of the music.
This one's free. Mark, this one's free. It's electricity.
Oh my
because
God.
Where are you, internet, without electricity?
You can make it
are
with coal.
absolutely nowhere
You got me there.
without electricity. There is no router. The cell phone.
They didn't invent electricity, you idiot. That existed. That's a physical force in the universe. It's not an invention.
And hey, have you ever, been home where like the internet's out, but your computer still works. You can still play games with electricity. You've got light. You can warm up some food and like eat warm meals because of electricity. It's amazing. So many things.
I remember when they invented gravity. That was a great time. I love that invention.
Fine. If you want to be pedantic, Mark, harnessing electricity.
You could have said AC or DC, I guess is what you want. Actually, you want AC.
I love
DC
Australian
sucks. Get
music
AC.
bands.
No.
Outstanding. Yes.
AC current, alternating current
I
electricity.
know what you mean by that. I was making a joke, you idiot.
And I
We're
was
getting heated
glossing
here.
over it.
We're getting heated. Mark, Freak, in the spirit
I'm
of
right.
Father's Day, timing both of you out. Crumbs, you have now the floor.
Thank you. Thank you for the floor.
Not this
This is
floor.
gonna take a while. I've been thinking about this answer for a bit, and because it's an entire scope, right? What is the best
buying
invention
time,
the
Crumbs.
world has ever seen? I'm buying time because in my eyes, Raz, the greatest invention that has ever been invented
Crumbs!
for the world today is contraception. Where would we be? We would be in an overpopulated world. We would have lines for everything. You could not go anywhere without having to say, you want the whole world to look like the DMV? Really? Have you been to the DMV? You really underestimate how important this invention has been for modern times.
I see contraception was not popular enough in Canada because you're here. I'm sorry.
I'm not Canadian. I'm not even Canadian.
All right, you moved to Canada. You
What?
moved to Canada. Sorry. Venezuela, then. I apologize.
All right. That was probably
I was
the
like trying
best
to remember
burn.
which of the two. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, hang on. Also, you say you can't burn parents? Look at what he just did. He just burned both.
True.
Come on.
Less
come
points.
on, man. That's
Timed
a low
out.
blow.
Once
that's
again,
a
that's
low blow,
another
freak.
freak timeout. It's going to start meaning something later down in the line, all right? Maybe you lose points just based off that alone. Next question. All right. Which champion will have the best win rate in Week 3 in the LCS? Best win rate in Week 3.
Gwen. I don't think it's going to change. This champion's still busted. We saw it get through. It was 6-3 last week. I don't know if that was the best for it, but I'm going to go with that. Is there a sample size that matters? Do you have to have X
Not
amount
at
of
all.
games?
Just Week 3.
Set.
I'm
If
still
you've been
going
watching
Gwen.
Academy, you'll know that Set is absolutely popping off. We had Lee Sin be the premier bruiser. LPL showed us that Set could be an answer. It could be a really good mid laner and a top laner as well. You gotta watch out for Set in the solo lanes. It makes any AD carry's life a living nightmare. I think Set right now is gonna just absolutely take over Summoner's Rift. Watch out for those suplexes.
I like that.
So here's the problem with that, Crumbs, though, is that Golden Guardian's top laner solo likes to play Set, and Golden Guardians aren't going to win any games this week. So instantly, Set's win rate is plummeting.
They just won't pick it. What if they don't pick it?
Of course
There's
they're
a lot
going to
of
pick it.
what-ifs.
It's like all he wants to play. Akali, meanwhile, will actually be what's going on. She's already popping off.
banned. It's gonna be banned.
I mean,
Let the
Total
man
to Abadaga
answer.
last week where he got to play it every single game. So it feels like Akali's still going to be in a lot of good hands. And, I mean, look, it's just going to happen. I'm just saying it's Akali, all right? She's very, very strong. We know this to be true. She's popular. The very best teams play her.
But she's hard to play. That's the key.
And the best
Set is
player.
so easy. Set is so easy. Just press the buttons. Doesn't even
Just-
matter if your
just
fingers
press
are on
the-
the
wait,
right.
your argument is just press
Akali
the
needs
buttons?
precision.
Time
You
this
need
man out,
timing.
Raz.
You're being
Set is
timed
so
out. You're being
easy,
timed
dude.
out.
You
Crumbs,
don't
stop talking. You're
understand.
done. You're out of here. You're the
I mean,
you're
alright,
the
Mark.
returning champion, Crumbs. You already know the rules.
I don't even necessarily disagree with him. Akali's harder to play than Gwen. Gwen's just totally overtuned. Like, you hit like one Q in the right spot, you do like 900 true damage to some person with 1200
Alright.
HP at like level
The
11.
people know.
right.
The people know who speaks the truth.
We are going to the last question of this episode. You have just bought an LCS team spot.
Dan?
What do you call your team?
Ooh, that's a good one. That's a good question. Good question, Raz.
Thank you.
Good
Thank
question.
you.
Stop complimenting him. You don't have an answer. He's just like, oh, that is so tricky.
All right,
Oh.
I'm winning the fan vote here. My team is going to be named Relegades.
There it is. There it is. There it is.
I know what I'm doing. I'm naming mine Reddit, and I'm just letting them make all the decisions. I'm going to have polls. You vote who makes the team, who doesn't, what champions we're trying to draft, what our priorities are. You know, just get me in with the team. I'm going to crowdsource the entire
A little
thing.
irresponsible, but you know what? That's fine.
That's not what I'm about.
I would put the team name in a Wu-Tang generator and then just go with whatever comes out. So I don't actually know the name. I just know the process with which I'd find
Okay,
it.
I just gave you a few points, Crumbs, but it literally
Yeah.
says, what do you call your team?
Well, I don't have an
doesn't have an
answer for
answer.
that. I clearly don't have an
Down it
answer.
All
goes.
the Wu-Tang
I
Clan
know the
Down it
rules.
goes.
Press. I won last time by clearly running it down.
Yeah.
I'm trying to follow the
Listen.
same strategy.
Here's the problem with Marks, though. Like, first of all, you can't get the naming rights to being
Yes,
called Reddit. Like,
yes.
that's a much larger company than you are. Like, you're not getting that one, so already that's off the table. It's as bad as Crumbs is. And he didn't ask
That
how
is
you're running
not
your team.
true.
He didn't ask how you're running your
Yes.
team.
I didn't-
He asked what you're going to name it. That's not a good name.
I was telling why it was a good name, because it's incorporating the brand with the identity, which is better than just Relegates, unless you're
But
trying
I
to get
get
relegated.
the meme power. I
There
can't
is the meme
relegate.
power.
It's
But-
permanent partnership. I'm in forever. They got to be like Relegades
But-
wins the
but-
LCS championship, something that Crumbs could never
It's about
do.
time, guys.
Relegation
It's
doesn't
about time
exist
that we
anymore.
look to the fan vote. Now, calm down. Let's see who gets the power of the votes.
Let's go!
It's Mark! It's Mark!
Shut up, freak!
1,600 votes goes to Mark Zimmerman. Woo! Time and the rest of you guys, and Mark, you get the 15 seconds of fame. Talk that talk.
Freak premature as always. I was able to get us in the last second. Thank you guys so much. I know, like I said, if I didn't do well this time, they weren't going to invite me back, and I owe it all to you at home for getting me there. You got me the Crescendo power-up. You gave me these last points at the very end. Thank you so much. I owe it all to the fans.
The power of friendship, Freak. Calm down now. Calm down.
Great burn on Freak, by the way. That was just.
All right. Congratulations to all of our competitors, except the losers. We are going to be going to one more break, and when we come back, it's Cloud9 versus Evil Geniuses. Don't go anywhere.
Yeah, go Mark!